Lent is a great time to own the uniqueness of our humanity, to celebrate the wonder of human ingenuity, creativity, compassion, and self-sacrifice, and to acknowledge the reality of human pride, neglect, selfishness, and at times being inappropriate to the point of embarrassment. In other words, despite how smart and sensitive we can be, sometimes we're just plain stupid and insensitive. It's just who we are. And the older we get, the more we acknowledge those past poor reactions. The gospel story today is one of those awkward moments and a prime example of a poor reaction. Consider the scene. Jesus tells his disciples, "The Son of Man will be handed over to the chief priests and scribes, and they will condemn him to death, hand him over to the Gentiles to be mocked and scourged and crucified, and he will be raised on the third day." You can imagine the emotion in his voice and the anxiety he feels in sharing this fearful prediction. And the response to Jesus? The mother of James and John asks for a special seats beside Jesus when he gets to his kingdom. Unbelievable. And don't let the two brothers off the hook in raising the issue. In Mark's gospel account, they are the ones who do the asking. How awkward and hurtful it must have been for Jesus. It may remind us of a time when someone shared a sadness or a trauma with us, or we shared one of our own with someone else. Looking back to that time and the response we gave or received, and how incredibly insensitive and embarrassing it must have been. These moments can't be taken back, but they can be opportunities during this Lenten journey for offering forgiveness, or more hard, asking for forgiveness. Sometimes we just fail. We foul up, and we need to admit it. Jesus, for his part, you can imagine what he must have been feeling inside, centers on the consequences of their request, not sitting on royal thrones, but experiencing both suffering and death just like he will. You do not know what you are asking. Can you drink the chalice that I am going to drink? They said to him, "We can." And he replied, "My chalice you will indeed drink." So much so for power and prestige. And the lesson continues. After the expected reaction by the other disciples, Jesus defines what being a follower means. And it's not power and prestige, but service. Whoever wishes to be great among you shall be your servant. Whoever wishes to be first among you shall be your slave. Just so, the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for the many. Owning the failures of our human weakness, we are called by the readings today to focus on our human strengths and be a person of charity and service. Let's pray that we remember in our daily interactions that we have been created in the image and likeness of God, and not react quickly, but respond accordingly, acknowledging that image and likeness not only in ourselves, but in others. Have a happy Lent.